As I make this video, the year 2010 is 1 day and 12 hours away. So I figured I'd make a little video about the New Year's and New Year's Eve and all the celebration and festivities and also my resolutions for the year. Have you seen a new design for the New Year's Eve ball that's going to be dropped in New York on Times Square? Waterford Crystal has created this triangle called Let There Be Courage, and this triangle is full of this crystal. It's really pretty amazing. I'll get a picture here posted here in just a second. We're adding 288 of these triangles to the ball from previous years where the crystal has already been installed. They've even gone so far as creating an iPhone app, so if you wanted to send cheers and stuff through your phone, you can go ahead and do that. Pretty cool looking ball, I think. That ball is absolutely huge. You know, it's a 12-foot sphere and it weighs close to 12,000 pounds, and it's double the size of what the previous balls have been in the past. There's also over 32,000 LED lights that help make that thing so bright and really show in the dark sky celebrating the new year. That's a lot of lights. Those lights alone with all the crystal are able to create 16 million colors and even more millions of designs of patterns as it's being dropped from the top of the tower there. You know, they started celebrating New Year's Eve in Times Square in 1904, but it wasn't until 1907 where they actually started to drop the ball in Times Square. And the first ball was made of iron and wood. It had 125-watt lights, and it was 5 feet in diameter and weighed 700 pounds. It was actually designed and created by an immigrant worker. And at the same time when the ball was dropped and the year 1908 was displayed, a lot of the waiters in the high upper end restaurants around Times Square had these top hats that had lights stuck on the tops, and when it reached midnight they would flip their lids and it would show 1908, which would all go in sync with the dropping of the ball. And the ball has dropped every single year since 1907, with the exception of years 1942 and 43 because of the war. And they had what you called a dim out, where they didn't do it because of the war, but people still gathered and still celebrated in hopes of a better future. In 1920, the ball was replaced with the new ball that weighed 400 pounds, and it was all iron. 1955, the iron ball was replaced with aluminum, which only had it weigh 200 pounds. And the aluminum ball stayed in effect until the 80s, where in 81 through 88, New York had the campaign I Love New York. If you remember the shirts, John Lennon was famous for wearing it. And at that point is where they had the green stem and the red lights to show the apple for New York City. And for those 7 years, that's what replaced the aluminum ball, was those red and green lights. After that campaign ended in 88, there were 7 years where the ball just remained white with the green stem, kind of going back to the traditional ways. In 95, the aluminum ball was then upgraded. It started to have lights and computer chips and different things like that to make it more spectacular. And the last time the aluminum ball was dropped was 1998. And from 2000 on, it's all been designed by Waterford Crystal, where they use traditional materials to let us remind ourselves of our successful past and to let us know that we're turning into a new millennium and a very promising future. You know, we weren't the first people to come up with the concept of dropping a ball to signify an important event. It actually dates back to 1883 in the England Royal Observatory Tower, where they would drop the ball at 1 o'clock every single day. This would allow nearby captains of ships to reset their chronometers, so when they're out in the water, they would know precisely where they were, time, navigation, things of that nature. It was a very important piece, so people wouldn't be lost and killed out in sea. So there's some useless information about New Year's Eve and the dropping of the ball. Maybe some of the stuff you didn't know. Now on to my New Year's resolutions. My first one, my campaign for the year 2010, is to bring back a fashion statement that I was very part of and very much intrigued with when I was growing up. And that was these bad boys. You may be thinking to yourself, what is that? This is simply the slap bracelet. There's a little piece of metal in there with some outside decoration, and it's real simple. Take your wrist, you smack it, slap bracelet, you slap it on, there you go. I'm bringing these bad boys back. I'm going to make these things cool again, somehow, some way. Even though I'm not cool, I'm making these cool. I currently have 50 of these, 50 different designs. And here's what you got to do. If you want one, just simply ask. But more importantly, I would like for you to be my advertising campaigns. Students, I know you're big on this. If you want to make a commercial, make a jingle, make a picture, ads, I'll post on the blog, I'll give you credit. Whatever you want to do, whatever you make, I will give you these to you. I'll give them out to you to promote. All I ask is that you simply wear them. Don't just ask for them and then never wear them. Ask for them, but then wear them. And show your support. Let's make these things cool. Let's start a new fashion statement, a new trend. Okay? You guys just keep up with new ideas. We've got something here. Alright? These are currently 3 that I have. They're just animal prints, because that's what my son picked out, because he likes animals. He says it makes him an animal. He growls and runs around the house. And I've got tons of them. So make me a commercial. Some of you are good at making videos. Make me something, picture, slogan, sing a song, jingle. I don't care. Just simply ask, and I'll give them to you. Okay? We're bringing slap bracelets back, baby. Another resolution is my own personal one. Like millions of other people, my goal is to lose some weight. You know, we all got to set personal goals. Alright? My goal is to shed a few pounds. I mean, I'm not overly fat, but, you know, when I can't fit into some jeans I've been wearing for the last 5-6 years, you know, I got a real issue. So, my goal is to shed a few pounds. Get myself back in shape. And while I do that, if I'm working hard, getting the slap bracelets going, this should go hand in hand. My third resolution of the year is to get this blog more exciting, more involved. I want more kids reading. I want more people commenting and, you know, sharing their ideas, coming together. I want this to be a lot more interactive. And so, with that resolution, I leave you with the question of the day for this video. What is your New Year's resolution for 2010? What are your goals that you would like to change, make yourself better, or try to accomplish for this year? Post them down in the comments. I'd love to hear your ideas. That's my time, my New Year's resolutions, Waterford crystal ball information. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a happy New Year, and I'm out from the Nerd Factory.